Welcome back to the Jeff Fox Show. It's your boy Jeff Fox, right here on WSME Radio. And right now we're going to go to the Real Man Block guest line. Yes, the Real Man Block guest line. It is up. And I got my homegirl from way back, man, Miss Elegeant Hills on the line. We're going to chop it up. A little gossip talk right here. Elegant, how you doing today?
I'm good, and you? I'm good. How are you doing?
Hey man, I'm just hanging on, man. You know, trying to maintain and keep the radio stuff going and keep the people entertained. You know, keep the people entertained, and of course, still maintaining the show here on WSME. A lot of great urban programming on this network, and man, you know, just happy to get you on and expose the rest of America to you, because you are the one to go to when you want to know what's popping in pop culture and entertainment. I mean, just doing so many different things. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. The first thing I wanted to get into with you, Elegant, was this whole, you know, Bow Wow thing, man. Like, I mean, what the hell is up with Bow Wow fronting like that in public, man? I mean, you know, what's up with that? I was a Bow Wow fan, and all of a sudden, you know, I enjoyed the movie he did. That what was it? The lottery movie he did, and I like a lot of his songs.
Right.
What's with the front, man? What's up with that?
Well, you know, he started out very, very young. I think Bow Wow had to be like 10 or whatever the case may have been. And he was little Bow Wow then, and everybody knew him for his popularity and with the girls and just basically being a A-list celebrity at that particular time frame. And what he's trying to do, I believe he's trying to keep the little Bow Wow inside of Chad Moss. He's trying to make sure that people don't forget, because you got to remember, we're dealing with new youths that's coming up in this era.
Right.
And they have to get to know who he is. So, you know, back when Bow Wow was young and doing his thing, I'm just little Bow Wow, you know, and, you know, Bounce With Me and all of those different hits was out. There was no social media.
Remember that?
It wasn't. Yeah, that was a hot song with, you know, featuring Brad or whatever. But the thing is, it was no social media at the time. Right. And what he have to do, he have to keep himself relevant. And I'm not taking up for him or anything of that nature. I'm just saying, people have to do what they got to do. If they got to fake it till they make it, they got to fake it till they make it. But what they're doing is he's keeping himself, what he's doing, and he's keeping himself relevant to the youngsters, to the new generation that's coming in. Because Bow Wow, I think, got to be 29, 30. And
he's 30, I believe so.
He's 30. So, the thing is, he have to keep himself relevant, because at that time in his life, he didn't have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, Snapchat. He didn't have all of those things where people are constantly knowing your every move and knowing this and that in your life. And it was no reality shows back then. So now what he's doing is keeping himself relevant, because actually, if you go to the average, let's say 10-year-old, they may not know who Bow Wow is.
Right.
You know, let's just keep it real. They may not know who he is. But now that he is at that age, 30, which the 10-year-olds will consider as old, right. You know, because he's 30, you know, he have to make them understand who he is and what his legacy stand for. So that's what that's about. You know, I hats off to Bow Wow and his new show coming up, Growing Up Hip Hop, being an executive producer on his A game and also playing in different TV shows. I think it's Law and Order or CSI Miami, one of those. Don't get me twisted
haters
there.
Haters gonna hate, right? Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, they gonna hate. They gonna hate. And you know what I love about him? He's not only stopped and just, okay, I'm selling no more records, I'm gonna stop right there. He's still acting and doing different things and producing and everything. So we have to look at that as from a positive standpoint. And once again, we have to stay relevant in this game.
Yeah, social media is so cruel, though. I mean, there were some funny memes, some real funny memes out there with Bow Wow, man, and folks pretending to be on the beach and not really on the beach and to be balling and doing all kinds of stuff. I'm sure other hip hop stars have done this, and especially, I'm sure we've seen it before.
Yes. That's where, hey, rappers live a fantasy lifestyle, and they have to bring you into their world. They have to make you feel like, hey, I'm balling. I got it going on, this and that. Let's just even think about, let's say Birdman. He's the real big shot baller, Cash Money, records, this and that. But guess what? He owes Lil Wayne. So, hey, that goes to show you it's a lifestyle.
Right.
That you've been trained.
We're talking with Chiquitta Elegeant Hills right here on the Jeff Fox Show. Elegant, let's talk about your girl, Mary J. Blige, man.
Lord, don't get me started with that.
Mary, I feel a certain way about this whole...
Honey, I've been felt a certain way. To believe it or not, Jeff, I remember being at Jazz in the Garden probably about 4 years ago when Mary was here. And I was telling, this is a true story. And I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, that's Mary J's husband. He was out in the audience actually flirting with young ladies while his wife was backstage. This is a true story.
What?
I put this on my children.
What?
Yes, he was actually out there flirting with, I could have a friend girl if I was able to call her right now, but I know she's tied up right now. And he was actually out there flirting with her. And if anybody from Miami, Florida, they came to that last Mary J. Blige concert at Jazz in the Garden, she didn't only put on the show, she was emotional, caught up. And you could tell through her performance she was going through something.
Hey, but you know what they say, though? They say when Mary J is hurt, you're going to get a hit record. You're going to get a hit record.
You're going to get a phenomenal, electrifying show. And let me tell you something. So, Jeff, we out there, we chilling, and my friend girl, I'm like, girl, she was like, no, that ain't Mary's husband. I'm like, honey, that's Mary's husband. He is out here. She was like, how would he do that? I was like, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? You never could please. Sorry, Jeff, but certain men or whatever. So, she didn't believe me. So this is what I did. I was like, hey, can do. I said that, and he turned around and he looked at me, and I said, what I told you. I said, Mary, and when we saw her performing, I knew every word because I started with Mary from the 411 album. Like, I was there. I loved all her music. Like, I'm a real Mary fan. I sang a lot of Mary songs growing up because, I used to sing as well. And so I'm like, that girl is going through something in her life right now. But I think that's some bitch assness that he's doing, asking for spousal support and take care of his kids and all of this. Man, go somewhere. Have a seat.
Wow. I think so too, man. I mean, brothers ain't supposed to do stuff like that. That's just whack.
But you know what? She got to see. It's a blessing out of it. And all my Mary's fans, I hope you're listening, because guess what? It was God and Can Do that helped Mary get off of the drugs. We must say that he did pull her away from those drugs. But the thing that I don't like about it, he had a hidden agenda.
Yeah. That was some bullshit,
what I'm saying?
Man, for real. Yeah.
Her drug was now going to become him. So he became her drug.
And Mary loves hard. Mary
loves very hard. Loves very hard. She loved KC really hard too. I mean, checking them out. He had sung to Mary the other night on the Dear Mama show. That really that just tickled me.
Right.
Yeah, but she I don't respect a man like that. And he knew that. What her worth was. He tore her down, told her she wasn't good enough and this and that. And I mean, that is just very sad. She didn't think, he even told her she was going to lose some of her fans. And I'm
with her mind.
A black woman. So shout out. Huh?
Playing with her mind. That's that bullshit.
Playing with her mind. Playing with her emotions, mentally, just hitting her all kind of ways. Yeah. And sometimes mental and, most of the time, mental and emotional abuse is the worst abuse, because those are scars that just stay there. You know, when you physically abuse, they can heal, but certain scars just don't heal. But like I said, I'm a strength of a woman and I understand her pain. And, you know, like I said, Mary, you want to tear her down. Don't have her thinking that she's good enough or comparing his ex-wife or she wouldn't do it like this. Or like, come on, man. Like, you know, and she's even looking out for her stepdaughter on Growing Up Hip. Daughter is playing on Growing Up Hip Hop, like with Romeo and all the rest of them doing their thing. So
no doubt. We're talking with Chiquitta Elegeant Hills. Of course, you can follow her on Twitter at @elegant_ENT. And of course, you also have the Sandbox where they can find you as well, right? What's the Twitter to the Sandbox?
They can tweet my Sandbox. You can follow me on Instagram, and that is Elegant ELEGEANT _MIA, which I'm from.
Elegant Chiquita Hills, man, she's in the know. She knows what's going on.
Yes.
Everything. Hey, let's talk about Kodak Black, man.
That's another.
Yeah, you know, the kids from the 305 and the 954 has one of the hottest songs on the radio right now in Tunnel Vision. You know, and I mean, his story is a great one. You know, and then all of a sudden, man, he can't stay out of trouble. Looks like he's looking at some jail time. What's up with these rappers, man? You know?
Well, you know, this is the thing with Kodak. My heart goes out to whomever his mother is. What he needs he needs a wake-up call. Because for me, number one, with Kodak Black, you know, he's doing his thing, and I just love the fact that his team is on point to a certain extent, because there's no way that my client would be on The Breakfast Club with a Scully over his face.
Yeah, that was kind of whack.
That was totally inappropriate.
Yeah.
So especially when you're dealing with a court system and you having legal issues, image is everything. Ladies and gentlemen, first impression is your last. So that right there for me showed me this is my take on it, that he hasn't learned his lesson. He couldn't have learned his lesson. His team haven't learned their lesson with him because they allowed that to go forward. You know, him cutting off his dreads, I think, was a good move to be clean cut. Nothing against guys out there with dreads, the long hair, but let's just be real, Jeff. You know, the court system betray you as a certain image.
Yeah, and then I felt bad when his mom broke down crying. Mm-hmm. You know, when they found him guilty of the charges and stuff. But you know, you look at what happened with Kodak Black. You look at what happened with Bobby Shmurda. You look at what's going on with the other kid just went to jail. What's his name? I got two phones. What's his name? Anyway, it'll come to me. But yeah, the two phones cat. He got a couple of months.
You're talking about Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates. Yeah. Kevin Gates.
And Kevin Gates just got married. Shout out to Kevin Gates. I love him as an artist. You know, I just think that, you know, one thing I love about Boosie, you know, Boosie was a cat that went down the wrong path. You know, rapper artist went down the wrong path. But guess what? He learned his lesson. Let's even go to Gucci Mane just getting out. He learned his lesson. Let's even go as far as my boy, what's his name from Carol City Cocktail?
You talking about Ball Greasy? Not Ball Greasy.
Gunplay.
Gunplay, yeah. I haven't seen Gunplay in a while.
Yeah, so he was on Love and Hip Hop, by the way. Shout out to Gunplay. But let's just go back. Like those guys, Gunplay, those guys, Gunplay, Gucci Mane, Boosie, those guys, they didn't have it good. They, I don't know about Gunplay for it's going to jail. I do know about him being on drugs, but he's gotten himself clean. But what I'm saying is, Gucci Mane, Boosie even said he wished someone would grab him and let him know this is not the route to go because he's heading down the wrong path. And Boosie also mentioned that Kodak Black reminded him a lot of himself,
right?
And that's a dangerous game to play because I feel like personally, if you give him a slap on the wrist and you continue to take it as, okay, I'm only going to do 364 days in jail, which is, almost a year or whatever. Like, he's going to keep doing the same thing, and let's just go, he has to have some type of guidance.
Yeah. You want to see these cats. You want to see these cats get it together, man. Really. Too many young hip hop stars going to jail. Sometimes I wonder if they have a target on their backs, but I think it's just bad decisions by these guys.
It's bad decisions. Yeah. They have team players that are
yes
unorganized, that are yes men, or yes women. It's not good to be a yes person on your team all the time. Sometimes just step up and say no. Right. Man, listen, we can't do this no more. You losing money. It's so many children or so many young guys wish to be in your shoes, Kodak. We can't afford to do this. And they're looking at you now as a role model. Okay.
Yeah, man. Uplift the community, man. It was such a great story coming from the projects. Everybody was proud of him. Just a damn shame, man. Let me ask you, what do you think about this upcoming Tupac movie, man? I mean, I'm excited about it. I've seen the trailer. It looks like fire, man. This Tupac movie looks insane. And then Master Flex comes out talking all that cash shit, man. What's up with that?
Yes, the Tupac movie will be airing on June 16th all over theaters. I'm very, very excited. And one of the reasons why I'm excited, because it's owed to him.
Right.
Finally. I know they rebuilt the statue of Tupac over there in the in Atlanta, but it's owed to him. It's way long overdue to him. And I'm so excited for, his family. God rest his mother's soul. Phineas, she did have her intake on the movie. So to make it as real as possible. And also, not to mention, I was the last one to do the interview with Hussein Fatal from the Outlaws when I had the Sandbox.
That's right. And I heard the interview.
And I'm very excited. His people reached out to me. They stay in the loop with me. And they're excited too, for Hussein and everything. And it's going to be a fire movie. And I just know that whoever casted, and me dealing with casting too, they were very much on point from what I can see. They nailed it just the way whoever nailed New Edition and whoever nailed the biopic.
Great point. Great point.
Oh yeah, and let's not forget NWA. Those four right there was nailed, from the looks of the individuals that was playing the part all the way down to acting. So I'm very excited. That guy looked just like Tupac. Like him.
Yeah, he looks just like him. And the guy that played Biggie Smalls in the Biggie Smalls movie is also in there as well. So shout out to those guys. You know what I need, Elegant? I need a 2 Live Crew movie, man. I need a 2 Live Crew movie. I need Uncle Luke.
Luke, that's rated X, Jeff. That's rated X. We can't get no.
Can you imagine the twerking?
Oh my God, that would be hot. That would be hot. And Luke, if you listening, I would love to be your casting director for that film right there. I just already could see something popping off. That right there is just gonna be deep.
They got a story to tell, man. A 2 Live Crew movie would be dope. So shout out to Uncle Luke. Shout out to Fresh Kid Ice, Brother Marquise, and those boys. Give us a 2 Live Crew movie. BB Lewis, I know you're listening. Uncle Luke, I'm going to hit you up, man. I will be at a theater, and with a couple of friends from the Champagne Room, ready to watch the 2 Live Crew movie. It will be a whole lot of twerking going on.
Well, BB, if you listening, you could do it. You run that Circle Household system, and you got what it takes to get it done. And we know who is who around here. So let's get that popping. We do need to do one for us.
305, baby, for sure. 305, stand up.
To play Janet Reno, he's had a Janet Reno song, and then when he went through the whole thing of getting his music snatched down and everything with the politics, and they didn't want to see it, man. And he did that, Born in the USA Oh man, that would just be such a great storyline.
No doubt,
I'm
man.
excited.
Chiquitta, man, I'm so excited to have you on the show. Just, thank you so much for coming on and giving us some of your time today. Chiquitta Elegeant Hills. Tell us where we can find you once again.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook at Chiquitta Elegeant Hills, which is CHIQUITTA, and Elegant is ELEGEANT, Hills, HILLS. And you can find me on Instagram at Elegant, ELEGEANT, and that is _MIA.
No doubt. She's the official insider for the Jeff Fox Show, man. Elegant, thank you so much.
And also, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's listening. Also, I'm going to be working on a new magazine that's coming out called Evo Magazine. Look and lay around for that. We'll be dealing with nothing but reality stars. So I'm going to be handling all the interviews and all the talent for that. That's going to be on newsstands real soon, to a newsstand near you. We talk about Walmarts and Walgreens. So I'm very excited. So I just want to say thank you, Jeff, for having me. And I look forward to doing more with you to come.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much. Elegeant Hills.
Okay.
Jeff Fox Show. Be back with more right here on WSME Radio.